Hi, and welcome to another episode from Crafter's Corner with your resident lefty, Shell. So, I thought what I would do today is go through a bog standard granny square for the channel because it would be nice to do that. So, we have some beautiful Women's Institute, and this is their mustard colour. It's I rewound it because I always rewind them because they're huge, massive 400 gram balls of wool, and they don't necessarily pull themselves or lend themselves to being used nicely, shall we say. They don't pull very easily. Centre pull balls would be amazing, so if you're listening, Women's Institute, please, we beg you. So, I'm going to do a bog standard granny square. Yeah, I'm going to do that as well. And do you know what? My teeth are in today as well. Damn. If you can hear the cockerel in the background, I apologise. He has, I don't know, a complex. Let's just go with that. He has a complex. So, my granny square. Let's start. I have eczema there, and I have eczema on my hands, so my hands aren't dirty. My hands, I have eczema on my hands. So, let's start with a chain 4. I'm just going to chop that little bit of I'm just going to chop the end off that because I've obviously just yanked it off at some point and not snipped it, so it's a bit of a weird end on it. There we go, we're going to have to do that. Right, now, so I'm going to do a chain 4. Yes, you can do a slip stitch, magic circle even, with this, but again, for security, I'd just like to do the chain 4, so we'll go with that. So, we're going to do chain 4, so that's yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. So that's 4 lovely little chains on the hook, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your crochet hook and you're going to put it into the first stitch, first chain there, and just hold that down, and you can see that you've got like a little horseshoe shape. Should we see? Can you see if you've got like a little horseshoe shape? It comes in a little U there. And what you're going to do is you're just going to yarn over and pull through everything. And then you've got a little circle. Can you see? So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2. Some people like to chain 3. Personally, I like to chain 2. So there we go. And we're going to yarn over. So that's wrapping the yarn around the hook, and then we're going to put the hook into that hole in the center that we've created there, and snatch the yarn and pull up a loop. So we're pulling the loop through the center, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through the last 2. So that's how you do a double crochet. So it's literally yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Most stitches bar half stitches will be pull through 2. So it's always pull through 2. The difference of the stitch just means how many times you pull through. Now I'm holding this tail here and I'm holding it to the circle because I'm just going to crochet over it because I'm a bit lazy. I might weave it in at the end, like the last little bit, but chances are I just chop it off. So we're going to do another one, so that's yarn over and into the same hole in the center, and we're going to pick up that loop and we're going to do another yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And now we're going to chain 2 because we want a corner, and what you want is you want 4 sets of these clusters. So we're going to yarn over because we need 3 more, and so each cluster is a 3 double crochet. So it's 1, and then we're going to do another double crochet, yarn over into the same, all in the same hole, and then yarn over and pull up, pull through two, pull through two, yarn over into the loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, pull through two. So now we have another 3, and now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do it same again, exactly the same again. So it's yarn over into the loop, so grab the yarn, pull it up, yarn over again, and pull through the loop and pull through the loops. There you go. So it's yarn over into the hole, pull up a loop, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through 2. So yeah, that's nice and simple. It's not that difficult. The only difficulty with granny squares is tension, basically getting your tension and your stitch counts right, and yeah, but each cluster is 3, and then chain 2 in your corners. So what I'm going to show you now is the next row, because the next row is an every row in a granny square is an expansion row. So, but you're only expanding by your corners. So now we chain 2 and we go into, because I want to slip stitch, so I'm just going to slip stitch into that bit there, into the top of that chain, and I'm just going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch all my way across, because I don't want to turn my work. I don't like turning granny squares. I quite like the fact that they have a one side and a second side sort of thing. Right, so that is your basic start to a granny square. You have 3, see, you have 3 stitches in each side, and you have 4 sides and 4 corners, and that is it. And now we've slip stitched from here right the way up to there. What we've done is we've made it so that we're starting in the corner as opposed to starting in the first stitch and having to turn our work. So let's try for, can you hear that cockerel? He likes the sound of his own voice. I can just hear him screaming in the background. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, because that's the height of our double. And now, because we want a corner, our corners are always chain 3, double crochet, chain, no, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Do you know what? Right, I'm going to have that as a tattoo. Chain 3, no, double, ugh. Right, let's write that down, because this is silly. Right, I need a pen. Do you know what? I don't think I've got one. I'm going to write it down so you can all scream at me whenever I say it wrong. Okay, how about that? So, found a pen. Have I found a pen? Have I found a pen? She says, hopefully. Right, I have found a pen. Whether it works or not is a different matter entirely. So, let's find a bit of paper. Do we have a bit of paper anywhere? No. Oops. That didn't just happen. I didn't just do that. Right, okay, so on the back of this here, we are going to do, can you read this? We're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And that is your corner. So, there we are. That is your corner. There. And that is for me to yell at myself so I don't forget, however many times that I keep forgetting. Or, it's not that I forget that that's the corner, it's just that I forget how to say it. I have this disorder which means that basically words fall out my brain. So, yeah, it wasn't that long ago that I called the window the glass door to outside. Descriptive if nothing else. So, We've done our chain 2, and now we're going to do another double crochet into that same hole. And now we're going to do another one because we quite like this. Double crochets, and then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and we're going to fiddle them around. Yeah, you know, squeeze them all in the same hole. It will be tight, and we're going to get 3 more double crochets in there. So each corner has 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Trust me, you will see that I'm not going mad. Right, now, because this is a side and this is a corner, we're going to skip this entirely and we're going to go into the hole. You only ever use the holes between the clusters. But this is a corner, right? So we need another 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I remembered it that time. Anybody remember it? Everybody remember it? You gonna start shouting it at me? Please do, because like my brain is just so broken. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, move them over, push them about, and wiggle it in the hole a bit, and you'll get another 3 in there easily. That's what she said. 2, 3. Now again, this is a side, and it's not. That's the side. That's the corner. As you can see, the hole is there, so we're going straight for the other hole, and we're going to do another corner. So that is, what is it? Is it 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet? She will get there. See, anybody would think I actually know what I'm doing. I don't. It's a secret. I don't. Haven't got a clue. Right, so we've done 3. We're going to wiggle it around a bit, and we'll finally get the other 3 in the same hole. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So, and now we're on the last one. So we're going to ignore the side, go straight for the hole, put our little pokey stick in, wiggle it around and pull out 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. How's that? The other day I was doing a video for somebody and I could not remember the name Magic Circle, and it just came out as Miracle Stitch. And I was like, what the hell is a Miracle Stitch when it's at home? I'm really not sure. Like, I just don't know what a Miracle Stitch is. But I meant Magic Circle. I have issues. So many issues. Right. 1, 2, 3. Counting my third before it's crocheted. Right. So now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain and then slip stitch all the way along, because I am a lazy person and I can't be asked to turn my work. So there you go. You've got the start of a beautiful granny square. Now, what are we going to do with it? We're going to do another round, shall we? Come on. Let's get you going. Oh, my camera's gone squiff because I sat back and I pulled on my headset so my camera went squiff. And I apologise. I have a beautiful white thick background that I used downstairs when I was doing the videos downstairs because I couldn't manage to get up to the studio. Unfortunately, I left that downstairs. Now I can't manage the up and down all the time, so that stayed downstairs, and I kind of fished this out of my fabric stash, and it's a little bit creased. Don't judge me. My iron is like over there, just there, because I am a quilter, but yeah, I can't be bothered. So we're going to chain another 3, no, another 2 even. And we're going to do 2 double crochets into that hole. So that's 1, 2, because that first chain 3 always counts as the first double crochet. So we're going to move it about a bit, and we're going to do 3 more double crochets. I'm going to have to bleep that or cut it. If I cut it, I'm sorry, it's because I swore. And we're not allowed to swear on videos because it's naughty and you get told off. So, this is the side, this is the side, whatever's in between the side, you just do one cluster. So, we're just doing one cluster here. Every hole gets 3 unless it's a corner, and which point it gets 2 because corners are greedy. Corners are bigger, so they like to have more in them. There we go. And now the corner is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. You'll see what I mean in a minute, and you'll understand the way it goes, because they're really genuinely not difficult to understand how they sit. It's just getting it to the point where it clicks in your brain and you go, oh darn, yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, basically. And then, so this is a side, so the side only gets 1. So there we go. We're just going to do 1 cluster, which is 3 double crochet, and that's it. You've got to remember as well, in granny squares they're just granny clusters, and it's just 3 double crochet. And then this is a corner, so corners like more, got to fill that hole up. So we're going to do 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 3, ready, 1 2 3, chain 2, 1 2, and then 3 more double crochet. Fiddle it and fudge it about. 1 2 3, and now this is a side coming up, so what do? We just do 1 in there. Ready? So just do 1 1 2 3, that's 1 cluster. And then in the next one it's a corner, so she likes to be filled up, and we do 2 clusters in there. So it's 3 double crochet, 2 3 3 double crochet, there we go, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. 1, oops, 1 2 3, and then this is the last one is a side, so we do 1 cluster in there, 1 2 3, and then we slip stitch into the top of the chain space, which is there, and then just slip stitch into the next corner. So, do you want me to go over the next round with you? Shall we do one more round for expansion purposes? Can you see how it's going now? So in each corner you have your 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in every single corner, and then on the sides you just have 1 cluster. So like on this next row, because you've got 2 gaps, because you did the cluster in the middle, which has made it so you've got 2 gaps instead of just 1. So now you do 1 cluster in there, 1 cluster in there, and then your corner. So each round you are expanding it by 1 cluster every round to make it bigger. So I'll do the next row with you quickly, and then we'll see how much you hate me. So yeah, it's all right. I'm a lefty. I can take it. Ready? So we're gonna do chain 2, and in this is corner. So you always start. Your chain 2 is classed as a double crochet, so you count it as such. So when you do that, your 2 double crochets are the other 2 from the cluster. So chain 2 and then 3 double crochet. Gotta fill that hole up. 1 2, 3. I have a yarn bath. So now we've got 2 sets of 1. So we're just doing 1 in the first one and 1 in the second one. So that's just 1 set of 3, 1 cluster. 1, 2, 3. And in the next one it's 1, oops, 2, 3. And in the next one it's a corner, so we fill that hole up nice, and it's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, push the stitches across because you need the, you've got to give her some love, make it big enough for the other stitches to fit in. 2, 3, and then in the next hole we just do 1 cluster. So literally the sides have 1 cluster and the corners have 2. And the reason that the corners have 2 is because you've got that chain 2 there, so you need to fill that chain 2 basically. And you need to, you don't want the gap there, so let me just pull out some more yarn, sorry. Now this one's a corner, so we're doing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I had to read that then. Gosh, my brain is so terrible today. It really is. 2, 3. And then we're gonna chain 2. 1, 2, and do another 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're on a side again, so we've got 1 cluster, 1 cluster. Let's do this quickly, and then I'll leave you all to it in peace, and you can carry on. And these are great. Granny squares are great. You can put loveys in the middle of them, like those toys that are just half a toy stuffed to a blanket. They're great. You can make beautiful shawls out of them. You can make beautiful anything. The granny square is the basis of all crochet, really. It really is. It's the basic. It's just brilliant, and it looks so beautiful and so even, and you can just sew them together and have a beautiful warm throw or a blanket or a cardigan. It really doesn't matter. They're fantastic. So now we're on a corner. We're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. And then in the last 2 they're just singles because it's just the sides. So 1, 2, 3, and last but not least, the last one. 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going to slip stitch into the top of that chain, and because I don't want to do any more, I'm just going to snip that off and pull it through. which makes my life so much easier. I wish I knew where my good snips were. So I have 2 pairs of them as well, so I've really screwed up somewhere if I've lost both pairs. I always just pull through an extra one, like a chain one at the end, and just put it tight. So I'm just going to measure this. It is 1, 2, 3, 4¼ inches. And that's with an Aran weight yarn. So now on your next row you'd have 3 singles before you had your corner, and then you just sew the ends in, and this is just, it's so beautiful. I mean, I really genuinely love granny squares. I mean, they're so easy. There's something you can do without thinking. Once you've got the rhythm going, once you understand the way the stitch is formed, you can just, they're amazing. They really are. They're the foundation of crochet, and as soon as you've got it down, you've got it down. You know, you can do anything. So if there's any questions, any comments, any feedback, that would be absolutely fantastic. Drop us a comment in the comments down below. Drop us a comment. Say hi. Join the Facebook group. It's called Crafters Corner. It's www.facebook.com/groups/Crafters Corner worldwide. You can find us on, we have a Facebook page if you don't want to be part of the group. The group is really sweary. And obviously we've got the YouTube channel as well, so please don't be shy. Please click like, please subscribe, and please share, because we would love to have more and help you all learn the fabulous crafts. Thank you. Goodbye.